Hey y'all, I am so excited because this is the day that the Lord has made and we're making gumbo. That's right, my daddy's recipe, but with a major makeover. Tonight our pastor, Pastor Craig, and his wife Kristen from Calvary Baptist in Henderson are coming over for dinner and they requested gumbo, so I don't want to disappoint. Making gumbo is intimidating for some people and it shouldn't be. The only thing is it's time consuming, so if you have patience, you can do it. This is especially for our son Gage, who's in the Navy in Yokosuka. He wanted me to video this. I think he really just wants to check it out and make sure I'm doing it right. So Gage, this is for you, and your daddy's going to help me test this later. So y'all join us this morning as we make gumbo. I've got my handy dandy gumbo pot this morning and I've already got the heat on to medium high. We are going to use avocado oil, a cup of avocado oil, mainly because it has a high smoke point and it has a neutral flavor, so that's not going to take away from any of our flavor in the gumbo. The roux, that's the part that we're making now. It is the most important part. This is where you get all of your delicious, smoky flavor that we love, we Cajuns love in Louisiana. Now there are two different types of gumbo. There's the Louisiana, the traditional one, but there's also one that's New Orleans and it is tomato based. We're not making that one. We're making the dark chocolate roux and it's going to take about 30 minutes, so stick with me. So I'm going to go ahead, pour in our flour. That is a cup of all-purpose flour. I have it on like a medium high, but I am going to turn it down to medium, maybe medium low, because I want it to cook slow. I don't want it to burn. If you get one little black spot of burn in your roux, you may as well just throw the whole thing away. The whole thing's going to taste burnt. It's been a while since I've made gumbo, but I say this is new, improved, my daddy's recipe, because his recipe really just had onion and celery, and of course we did chicken and sausage, but I'm gonna pump it up here with quite a few more spices and I'll taste it along the way. I don't want to ruin it, that's for sure. I'm going to stir right now. It's kind of a creamy tan color, so we're gonna just keep stirring this and I'll check back with you in 10 minutes and you can see the color as it changes. So it's been about 10 minutes here and you can tell it is slowly, I'm turning it down a little bit more. See, as you can tell, it's getting a little bit darker. This is the crucial time. You don't want to leave this unattended. You must stir it continuously. Trust me, this is going to be worth it. The roux is the key to your gumbo. It just takes a little time. So we've probably got about 20 minutes to go on our roux. So it's been about 25 minutes and see how dark it is. I still want it a little bit darker than this, just a little bit. And then we are going to add our trinity. That's what us Louisiana folks call our onion, bell pepper, celery, and the roux is going to fry these vegetables. So it's still looking good. Plus, your roux is still going to keep cooking when you add these vegetables. But keep watching it, keep stirring. Looking good, isn't it? You should be proud of yourself if you can be patient and get this far. Don't give up. You can do this. You can do it. Just be patient. Keep that temperature down low. Don't be tempted to turn it up. All you have to do is stir. Still want it to be a little bit darker for me. I like it darker. If you stop right here and then you add your broth or your stock, it's just gonna lighten it up and you're not gonna be pleased with the way it looks. So hang in there, keep stirring. It can go a little bit further. Let it do its thing, y'all. You know, you can go to 10 different restaurants that serve gumbo and you're gonna find 10 different gumbos. So just because yours tastes different than somebody else's doesn't mean it's not a good gumbo. All right, we've got a pretty good dark roux going here. It's gonna keep getting darker as we add our Trinity. So I've got 2 onions here. Now when it comes to chopping up your vegetables, you don't wanna chop them up too small. They'll disappear in your roux. So I'm gonna add our onion. Gonna fry our onion. Then I have 4 small bell peppers. They didn't have any big ones, so I've got 4 small bell peppers. Gonna stir that in there. And 5 stalks of celery chopped up. I'm going to let the roux fry our vegetables. You can hear it sizzling. Woo! Now y'all know why I had to go to a bigger pot. Bruce and I eat a lot. It's always good leftover. In fact, I will tell you, gumbo the next day, 10 times better. So we're gonna let that fry our veggies. Let our veggies soak up all that goodness. Our roux is going to soften our veggies. You see how dark? Woo! Wow, that looks amazing. Old woman did it, yeah. Woo! Looks so awesome. See? Once you get past the roux, you can take a deep breath. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get easier. Just don't burn your roux. Keep stirring. Woo! Man, oh man. I hope I'm honoring my father's gumbo recipe by giving it a makeover. Turn that temperature down. It's starting to smoke a little. Don't want that. That means it could burn. This is probably 8 to 10 garlic cloves that I freshly minced. Put that in there. Now I'm going to put our bay leaves in there. And this is a teaspoon of thyme. Put that in there. Stir it up really good. Scrape that bottom, girls and guys. Stir it up really good. Well, I did not have my video on when I added the veggies, but you'll see it on the close-up video. So I've added the thyme, I've added the bay leaf, and I'll show y'all. Look, I thought I turned it on. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Yeah. So we're probably stirring this. We want our veggies to soften up. The roux is going to soften up our veggies. And I just added the garlic. You don't want to add the garlic at the beginning when you're adding your Trinity, because garlic burns easily. But it's getting thick. So we're going to add our broth. And let me just tell you about that. You don't want to just pour the whole thing in there because you'll probably get clumps. You don't want to do that. You want to slowly get it blended in with your roux. So I'm going to add a little, probably a cup right there. Stir it in. Probably turn up the heat a little bit, because now that I'm adding it, we're not going to boil this, peoples. We're not going to boil it. Add a little bit more. Another cup. Smells good. Probably our third cup of broth. Chicken stock, broth, seafood stock, whatever flavor you want the most of. It's all going to taste good. Probably 8 to 10 cups of broth. Now we're going to add our smoked paprika. It's a pretty good, I'm going to just do half of it right now. That's a half a teaspoon. That's a half a teaspoon. I'm going to add a little chili powder. This is a teaspoon, but I'm not going to, just a little. Maybe a fourth a teaspoon. So let me taste this and see. That was not good. All right, let me taste this and see. That's good. Good gumbo. All right, so we've got the chili powder, smoked paprika in. I tasted it. I don't think it needs salt. We are going to put in a little tomato. Never done this before, but so I'm probably not going to do the whole thing. Put a little bit. It's not going to give it a tomatoey flavor like the New Orleans style. Now I'm going to put in some Worcestershire sauce. All right, let's see. Let's taste it. This is one of the reasons I don't think it needs salt, is because the broth is salted. So is, let me get a new spoon. That's enough Worcestershire sauce. This is coming together really nicely. One other thing I want to put in it, I have never done this before, is some fish sauce. Not much. Not much. Because I've had gumbo before that has had fish sauce in it, and really fish sauce just adds so much flavor to any kind of dish, but I don't want to add too much. I think it can use a little bit more. Yeah. I think that's good. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to add some bottoms of some green onion that I chopped. I'm going to add more green onion later, but I'm going to add these in here. I love onion, and I especially love green onion. Let me give it a taste. See how we're doing. I haven't even put the Cajun seasoning in yet. Maybe just a tad bit of salt. Not much. So this is my favorite donkey dust. Put a little of that in there. I'll put a little bit of Slappy Mama, not much. Give it a stir. So we're just gonna let it simmer. It's tasting really good, y'all. Very good. While we were letting it simmer, I sauteed some chicken and sausage just to give it a little crisp. And gonna add this to our pot, sausage and chicken. Hopefully it won't splash too bad. Okay. Scrape that pot, get all of that. Put it in our gumbo. There. Nothing like a good cast iron pot. Sprinkle some parsley. Give it a stir. Put a little bit more green onion. Stir that up. We've got this done. Looking good. Doesn't that look great? Woo. My daddy would be proud. All right, let's let this simmer for about 15 minutes, 30 minutes on low, and we'll come back and add the crawfish and the crab. And so we're about to put our crawfish and our crab, and you really shouldn't put that in more than 30 minutes before serving. So here's our crawfish. It's got tail meat, good juices. Yeah. Crab claw is supposed to be the best kind of crab meat for gumbo. So I'm going to put 2 of these in there. Alrighty, gonna let that cook for about 20-30 more minutes, and we will serve this over rice. We're gonna have potato salad, French bread, and Texas chocolate sheet cake for dessert. Oh yeah. Also, if you like filet, gumbo filet, instead of putting it in the pot, I usually leave it at the table and everybody can put the amount that they want in their bowl. Let's see. Oh, good. We will do a taste test here in about 20 minutes. All right, we are ready to test our gumbo. Here we go. I'm just going to get a little bowl. Doesn't that look good? Oh, yum. Look, the roux turned out perfect. Now to taste. Oh my gosh, I can get a little bit of everything. I can taste that crawfish. This is so good because it's got a little bit of everything in it. It's got sausage, chicken, crawfish, crab, and all of the veggies and the spices. I wouldn't be surprised if I would find a little gator in there. Gage, thinking about you all the way over there in Japan. Some good gumbo. You're missing out. We love you. Get this recipe. You're going to love it. Your family's going to love it. Your friends are going to be impressed. Have a blessed evening.